Okay, so you take a sheet of hexagons. That's a flat plane. That's your carbon graphite.
Yep.
But if you drop one of the hexagons, and then you join up those edges, then you get a pentagon,
Yep.
and that is forms part of a circle, and that's a
Yeah. And that to me relates to quasi equivalence as well.
and then through those pentagons you can put your struts.
Yep.
And if you look at the struts, these five joins are your geodesic connectors between the other struts. So
Yeah.
those are your lines of tension. And
Wait,
the
wait. Can you
interesting
tell me
one,
again? The lines of tension are, can you put that in a
the
different word?
the that's where you put your strings between your struts. That's the
And okay.
That in other words, you can fit six struts through that shape. Is that correct?
yes. There's 12 holes, 12
Okay.
pentagons, 20 hexagons,
Hmm.
and your struts go through because there are 12 holes, you get six struts going straight through.
Yeah.
Now,
Hmm.
between your struts, there's this join here. Uh,
Okay. Now I understand.
there.
Yeah.
And that is not one of your tensions, but so what it does is I'm looking at, so that's a splitting of a strut. You can that creates it's a special property, this connection here. So that those are your parallel connectors. So I'm still trying to fully understand the significance of that. So that is your um, so taking a flat hexagon plane, you turn it, it automatically forms your square, and it automatically no, your cube, not your cube, your round, and it also forms your tensegrity architecture naturally. There's no contrivance or anything there. So so when we move from a planar surface to a round surface, as Joan Avison talks about the round, you get that is your symmetrical 60, there's 60 vertices on this ball, and they're all similar. So that's a Archimedean solid, and it's not the isotope, but the fullerene molecule.
I
So
really like how you say, how you said there's no contrivance there. This
it
is
fits,
just
yeah.
what emerges. Um,
It-
I was looking, go ahead.
Craig, you said that you pointed to the place where the two hexagons joined, and you said this is a connector, but it's not tension. Can you help me understand that?
This
um,
is back when you have
okay,
the
so when you
car.
do it this way,
Wait, I
Yeah.
think
yeah,
it was it
okay,
on this
let's see.
model, Chris, or the
There we
other one?
go. So
It,
the background interferes. So
Okay.
so there are 12 pentagons, which are the holes.
mm-hmm.
Um, and those pentagons are formed by the edges of the hexagons. So
Mm-hmm.
in effect, it's a sort of a negative space in this
Mm-hmm.
object. And through those negative spaces, you can put your struts. So I'm just trying to find the right size objects to fit in neatly.
Yeah.
And it depends. I've only got two of them. And then the others would fit through
Yeah.
that way, and yeah, the three different directions. And when you look at those connections between the vertices,
Yes.
they are your lines of your that's where your string would go from that strut.
Okay. I was just I must have misheard
And
you. That's all.
when you look this way, that fifth one connects the two parallel struts together.
Yeah. Okay.
And the
But
others
there's
are
no
strings, but
string
that
there.
one isn't normally put in, but it could be put in from there to there.
I see.
But that creates a loop, uh, a complete loop.
Thank you.
So,
Yeah. Thank you.
and it all just emerges naturally. So it's not a so I'm interested in the foot placement is a rectangle. When you stand on your feet, you form a pentagon.
Mm,
Your foot, so that's your heels would be there, and your fourth metatarsal head would be there, and
mm,
that would be a, a joining point.
mm-hmm.
So when you take your 5 pentagons, that fusion of that missing 6th hexagon is where the fusion occurs.
Mm.
And when you look at your feet, you got 2 feet, 2 hands, and what the fifth one is. But when you join them up, your mouth, when your face is in fact, your head is that join line. So your head
Yeah.
is symmetrical about that. So when you join that line, the properties that emerge appear in your center line of your head. So you got 2 ears, 2 eyes, and so they control that property. So yeah. So there's this merging of that line anatomically is there. And of course, this isn't your standard 3D Cartesian principal
Mm.
axis model of the body. So that's what I'm trying to build up.
Can I
The question, did that answer part of the question, or
Yeah, that was
can
helpful for me.
can I
I
say
still don't understand it all, but I understand the part that I wasn't.
we're working on it, so no one quite understands it. So
one
we're
thing?
allowed to not understand it.
I think I always feel like I don't
I'm
understand anything.
But the
reminded
point is, there's lots of it's because it's so self-emergent and it's plain. It's obviously the right way to go.
Mm.
so
Com-
I'm reminded of that the mathematical union logo video that's so great that Elizabeth, you should see it if you haven't, because it shows you, like when you were talking about the loops, Craig, it shows the connection with the Borromean rings and a tensegrity, the 6 strut icosahedron, and a
Oh.
number of other things. It shows the jitterbug and all of that stuff. Um, if you look up logo International Mathematical Union on YouTube, I think you should be able to find it. The other thing is, I remember one day I was looking at my 6 strut and I thought, okay, what are the numbers that are in here? 1, there's a quality of oneness because it's a system that functions as a 1. That's there. 2, push and pull, right? Tension and compression. 3, there are there are threes. There are triangular things all over the place. What about 4? And I can see the 4 as well. And of course, we've got the kind of closed kinematic chains, but we've also got the cube that is delineated by those 6 struts, right? So that's 3, that's 4. 5 is the pentagons, right? 6 are, the hexagons, as well as a cube has 6 sides. And so I just kept saying, I don't
What about
know that
7?
I don't know that I found 7,
I
but
found 7. I found 7 and 13.
oh my goodness, can you tell us?
I've got when I met Gerald de Jong in Rotterdam, he had magnetic balls, little magnetic beads.
Hmm.
And when you play with those, they form hexagons. And the natural pattern is 7 in a circle and 13 in a circle. So they naturally form. So the hexagon is a spiral of 7 or 13. So those form the hexagons.